Hello everyone. In this video, I will tell you the story of Klipsch, a world-renowned speaker system manufacturer. Klipsch Audio Technologies is an American company specializing in the production of horn speakers, headphones, and music systems. The story begins in 1946 with the founding of the company by pioneering engineer Paul Wilbur Klipsch. At that time, the company was registered as Klipsch and Associates in Hope, Arkansas, USA. At the very beginning of their journey, the speakers were created manually by Paul Klipsch himself, since he did not have the opportunity to attract hired workers. His only assistants were a local carpenter and employees of the Baldwin Piano Company. This is a well-known American manufacturer of Forte piano. The technological advances started by Paul Klipsch, an engineer who holds as many as 23 patents to his credit, originated in the 40s and continue to develop in our time. Among the key innovations, the company highlights the following: Klipschorn horn system, Tractrix horns, speakers with ceramic metal diffusers, LTS tweeters with aluminum domes and Captain suspensions, WDSD dispersion technology for ambient sound speakers, as well as oval soft nozzles for in-ear headphones. These innovations are an important part of the company's legacy and continue to influence the sound industry to this day. The first speaker system created in the Klipsch workshop was the Klipsch horn speakers. The prototype of this system is X3. It was patented in 1945. Engineer Paul Klipsch, who was passionate about radio equipment and the invention of loudspeakers since his youth, filed several patents for his products even before setting up his own company. The Klipschorn model made the company widely known in subsequent years, and for most audiophiles, the company is associated with this system. The key concept was to integrate the horns inside a speaker system specially designed to be installed in the corner of the room. According to Klipsch's idea, the walls and corners were supposed to be the natural extension of the speaker body. The advantages of the Klipschorn design, according to the company, include a wide sound stage, volume, and a large frequency range. The first versions of Klipschorn speakers were equipped with Western Electric 713A VH emitters. Jensen 15A speakers were installed in the lower woofer section. However, according to a 1946 Klipsch and Associates company brochure, the high-frequency horns and the low-frequency section could have been equipped with other drivers. In 1947, low-frequency speakers from JBL were also used. The name Klipschorn, according to Paul Klipsch himself, is not his invention. In an interview in 1999, the engineer admitted that this name was suggested to him by a certain person from New York. When the company was just starting out, Klipsch called potential buyers, and one of them confirmed that his company had already heard about corner horns and called them Klipschorn. After the initial stage, which was mainly devoted to the Klipsch horn speaker system, a period of formation of its own line and creation of its own production followed. Almost all the popular speaker systems in the Klipsch range were developed and launched during the initial period of activity. In addition to the already mentioned Klipschorn, these were the Heresy, Scala, and Cornwall systems. They remain in production until today. Over the years, the company has repeatedly upgraded its, so to speak, classic line. However, the company emphasizes that all the basic principles laid down by its founder remain unchanged. Of course, we are talking about high efficiency, low distortion, and precise sound direction, wide dynamic range, and smooth amplitude frequency response. During the first 2 years of its existence, the Klipsch workshop produced only 20 acoustic systems in various variations. In 1948, Klipsch opened its first factory and hired its first employee. At that time, the company continued to produce the same Klipschorn acoustics in small-scale mode, and also experimented with various speakers and design solutions. In June 1951, Paul Klipsch presented the final version of the first three-line Klipschorn speakers. Yes, still the same name. A year later, the original K5H high-frequency module was upgraded to K5J. According to Klipsch, this had a strong impact on the cost of production and the efficiency of the system. After these changes, Klipsch continued to improve the model. He partially changed the design and introduced new components. To date, the famous model is available in a modern AK6 modification. This is a three-way speaker in a fully enclosed box with a 15-inch subwoofer. One 1-inch titanium dome speaker is responsible for the high-frequency range. It is recessed into the Tractrix horn. In 1957, in parallel with the development of Klipschorn, the company introduced the first experimental version of three-band acoustics called Heresy. At that time, this speaker was designed to be used together with Klipschorn speakers as an additional channel in the center. Initially, this model was called Type H or simply Model H. Its first modification had a limited low-frequency range to minimize distortion. However, subsequent versions have been redesigned. The engineer added a separation filter, optimized the operation of speakers in two-channel music systems. This change was caused by the desire of customers to use Heresy acoustics as the usual left and right channels. Thus, the first official modification of Heresy for traditional two-channel systems appeared only in 1967. It was in this year that she entered the market. Almost until 1985, the model was produced unchanged. The company continues to produce the Heresy model today. Plans were announced in early 2020 and upgrade the system to version 4, which the company did as a result. The Cornwall model was named Heresy's big brother, and this speaker was first released in 1959. According to Paul Klipsch himself, the enlarged full-range system should have been better suited for the role of the central channel. Its concept used an already proven high and medium frequency module and a new direct directional ventilated woofer. The Cornwall speaker was designed to be installed both in a corner and against a wall, but it had to be centered between two other speaker systems. This was originally intended. In the very first versions of Cornwall, the company used custom Jensen, Atlas, and Electro Voice speakers. In the late 60s, eminence emitters were added. Cornwall production continued until 1990 and then resumed production in 2006. The fourth version of this system is currently available. In 1963, Klipsch introduced the Scala speaker system. Designed primarily for professional use. Unlike Klipschorn, these speakers were not designed for angular installation and were relatively compact, while maintaining the principle of operation through horns. The manufacturer promised listeners the most balanced sound without distortion, and to achieve this, they raised the lower limit of the frequency range. The original Scala version used 3 OEM emitters. These were the woofer K33J, the mid-range K55V, and the tweeter K77. The system covered a range from 40 Hz to 19 kHz. Like many other products of the company, La Scala Acoustics has gone through a number of improvements. To date, this system is available in newer modification. The Forte speaker system was introduced by the company much later than other basic models. But this acoustics quickly gained popularity. It appeared in 1985 and attracted the attention of audio lovers with its stylish design, versatility, and, most importantly, rich bass, which were achieved thanks to a large passive radiator on the back panel. The first version of this speaker with a passive radiator remained in the catalog until 1989. Then the system was modified. In 2017, the company introduced the Forte 3 with a 15-inch passive bass speaker that uses the energy of an active woofer. Forte 3 has become part of the Heritage line, along with other classic models of the company. The historical heritage of the Klipsch also includes models Bell, Porous, Rebel, Shorthorn, Quartet, Legend, and some other acoustic systems. In 1977, Paul Klipsch was awarded. He was awarded a silver medal from the Professional Association of Audio Engineering for the continuous development of his company's developments and various patents in the field of sound engineering. In the same 77th year, Klipsch presented a series of MCM Grand Cinema acoustic systems. This acoustics was designed specifically for cinemas and concert venues. In 1980, the company entered into an agreement with John Allen of High Performance Stereo, which marked the beginning of Klipsch's serious work in the field of professional commercial audio. Until 1989, the company continued its activities under the leadership of Paul Klipsch. He assembled a team of experienced engineers and specialists in the field of sound. The development and production of new products was carried out at the same factory in Hope, but it was already a different company with different ambitions and different experience. In 1989, the 85-year-old Paul Klipsch decided to transfer his company into the hands of his second cousin Fred Klipsch, who already ran another business. In partnership with his wife Judy, after the completion of the transaction, Fred Klipsch rebranded the company. He removed the association from the name. It turned out simply Klipsch. The main office was moved to Indianapolis, Indiana. However, production remained in Arkansas. Fred and Judy, having rich business experience, made significant changes to the company's marketing strategy and conducted a comprehensive and extensive rebranding. Their efforts have led to a significant increase in sales, making the brand recognizable around the world. In 1992, Klipsch began selling its first speakers for the in-wall installations. At the same time, the Academy compact speaker system was introduced, which became the starting point for the production of specialized central channel speakers for home theaters. In 1996, the first Rebel 8 satellite speakers appeared in the company's catalog. The design of these products differed significantly from the classic models, but they were still based on the same Klipschorn system. In the context of the growing popularity of home computers in the late 90s, Klipsch decided to start mass production of active speakers for PCs. The Prometheus system was certified THX in 1999, and it became the basis for all subsequent desktop computer systems of the company. In the early 2000s, after rebranding, the company acquired a new headquarters in Indianapolis and changed its name to Klipsch Audio Technologies. In those days, such a name was better suited. At the same time, the company opened an engineering and technology center in Indianapolis. It is a development and technology center equipped with anechoic cameras, digital workstations, and modern laboratories. In 2002, at the age of 98, Paul Wilbur Klipsch passed away. Two years later, the name of this outstanding engineer was inducted into the Consumer Electronics Association Hall of Fame. In 2005, Klipsch launched devices compatible with Apple products. The first product in this category was the iFi music system with an iPod dock, which includes a pair of speakers with microtractrix horns, as well as a subwoofer, dock, and remote control. In 2005, Klipsch acquired the Danish brand Jammo and some other popular brands. To date, many of those brands are still owned by Klipsch. In 2007, Klipsch introduced the Palladium P39F floor speakers, released as an example of a modern horn system using the most advanced technologies. This model has become a new starting point and the beginning of a new era in the company's history. It differed in design and concept from previous classic models. Palladium P39F was developed to create powerful audiophile systems with dynamic and accurate sound transmission. Modified tractrix horns were used for mid-range and high-frequency speakers, and new materials, including Kevlar and aluminum, were used for low-frequency speakers. In 2009, after the restart, Klipsch introduced the Image S4 in-ear headphones, which have become one of the company's most successful products. A special feature of these headphones was the remote control on the cable and full compatibility with iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPod. The success of the Image S4 headphones prompted the company to expand its line. The catalog included Image S4i, S2M, as well as the first Image One over-ear headphones. These products subsequently formed a separate line of headphones from Klipsch. In parallel with the expansion of the headphone line, the company also developed a line of subwoofers and introduced an affordable series of acoustics for home theaters' HD Theater series. In 2011, Klipsch, then renamed Klipsch Group, became a subsidiary of Voxx International Corporation, formerly known as Voxx. Fred Klipsch resigned as CEO, but remained in business as a member of the board of directors of Voxx. Klipsch's CEO is Paul Jacobs, who previously worked at a big American electronics retailer. After moving to Voxx International, Klipsch opened an office in Europe, but retained its headquarters and product development center in Indianapolis. And the production still remained in the City of Hope. The current catalog includes all two main product categories, speakers and headphones. Acoustics is represented by 5 lines. These are home theaters, music speakers, wireless systems, outdoor acoustics, and installations. Each line is further divided into several series and sub-series, including soundbars, subwoofers, portable speakers, amplifiers for installations, desktop active speakers, and some other products. In the field of headphones, Klipsch produces wired and wireless models, including advanced versions with voice control, artificial intelligence, and active noise reduction systems. In addition, Klipsch offers premium Heritage Series headphones with a dedicated external amplifier. That's all, folks. Thank you and subscribe.